Hello, Emmanuel Shachaf.
Hello, hello.
Identity. We're starting a new year. Let's start this episode talking about one good news that you would like to share.
Despite the fact that there has been a general degradation in the relationship between Arabs and Jews in Israel, there is still hope among both peoples for improvement, and the fact that there was no complete breakdown of the relationship as a result of the war, something along the lines of what happened in 2021, in May 2021, Guardian of the Walls, is room for optimism among both peoples. There was an expectation, especially among Jews, that there would be a repetition of what happened then, and it didn't happen.
So also here the Israeli intelligence
failed.
didn't meet the expectation to deeply understand the thoughts of Israeli Arabs.
Yes, there was a clear expectation that this might happen, and it was vocalized by some elements in the government, claiming that we have to be prepared, but it didn't happen.
So you explained that it didn't happen because of?
It didn't happen because there was a vested interest on the side of the Arabs of Israel to maintain peace.
To maintain peace because they believe it might be achieved in the coming month or year?
No, to maintain peace in the cognition that that's the way we have to live together in peace here, not for any other reason.
People that are seeing you from around the world would ask: is Israel about to meet the coming elections even in 2024? What would you estimate?
There will be elections in 2024. I can't see any way that there will not be elections. I assume that what will happen is that in the early month of the year, probably on February, March, when the soldiers return from the battlefield, there will be demonstrations, and the demonstrations will put pressure on the political system, which will then either call for elections or the demonstrations will get stronger. Anyway, there will be elections in 2024.
Even though the Israeli top decision makers in the government, they are not showing any kind of interest to lead the elections willingly.
Yeah, they're still playing hard to get in this issue, but there are several commissions of inquiry working, and there will be things published. This is not sustainable. This government is not sustainable for more than a year.
So you are expecting the elections to happen this year?
Definitely, yes.
And can you imagine any kind of results that will come out of this election? Because you mentioned the Israeli Arabs, but the Jewish people here in Israel, they're so disappointed. There will
be no drama. There will be a right-wing government. It will not be that extreme right-wing as we have now, but it will be a right-wing government, and that will limit its possibilities to make peace. It's also a question whether there will be an Arab party in the government. There should be, but I'm not sure that the possibilities are there for that to happen. If it doesn't happen, that's going to be very sad.
You mentioned the specific word peace. Do you think that is there any kind of reconciliation, of hope that can be achieved in this coming year? After the war?
I don't think so. I think this year there will be a recognition that we have to develop some kind of vision, because there's no vision right now. Unlike after the Yom Kippur War, it was clear that we had to go into an agreement with Egypt. After this war, there's absolutely no cognition, no recognition, no understanding that we have to go into some kind of arrangement with the Palestinians. There's none. Absolutely, all we're doing is trying to defend ourselves. Okay, there's nothing positive in terms of developing some kind of vision. That will have to happen while the government is being changed. but it won't come to fruition in 2024. I don't think so.
You're saying that there is no plan, yet there is one plan, not in the official government, that you're leading as part of the co-leaders of the Federation. How this plan can be implemented in the coming year? What kind of seed can be replanted after the war?
I think, first of all, if there will be a decent solution or a decent treatment of the Gaza issue, that can be an opening also for a federal approach, because if Gaza will be dealt with as a separate entity, that's one of the basics of the federation movement.
What do you mean by decent? What kind of decency are you expecting?
No, a decent solution is one where the population of Gaza is taken care of. There is not going to be any transfer or displacement of population. There will be rebuilding, and there will be some kind of civilian government other than Hamas. And Israel will be part of it to this extent. Something that works, okay? That's what I mean by
that is human.
Yes, it works, and it gives a response to all the humanitarian requirements.
Israelis would tell you, hey, Manuel Shachaf, you've been with us for so many years as part of the Israeli Air Forces, as part of the Israeli Mossad. How can be trust rebuilt with people that are living in Gaza? They knew about what is happening, Israel withdraw, so how can it be done?
First of all, we just have to do it, okay? And the question
Why?
is how we have to, because we can't continue living the same we did before. We don't want what's happened in October, we don't want it to happen again. If we don't want it to happen again, we can't go back to the situation we were before. Which means we have to go back to or not go back, we have to go forward to a new situation.
Define the federation situation as you can sculpture it.
Well, a federal situation leaves Gaza as a separate entity, which has to be given a port, an airport, and all the access it needs to thrive as an independent entity. And we have to initialize a similar treatment with regional authorities within Israel for the Palestinians. Okay, so making a canton system step by step. But in order to do that, we have to have somebody who comes up with this in the political arena. And right now, nobody does.
Any kind of autonomy that you can describe within the cantons?
Well, the autonomy is basically everything between the citizen and the state is handled by the canton. Okay, so the only things the government of the whole country is taken care of is security and foreign affairs and a few other issues which are for the whole country. But everything of consequence for the citizen, economy, education, health, everything is managed on the local level.
You know, you're describing a new Israel.
Yes.
In this new Israel, maybe the local Jewish Israelis won't have the majority. The prime minister will be called Ahmad or Yusuf, which is something that frightens so many Israelis. They are saying it's something that they cannot agree to.
First of all, the way the system is built, that is extremely unlikely to happen.
Why?
First of all, the federation, the population within the federation is 60% Jewish, and the population growth in both populations is identical. So for the Palestinians to become a majority, that's extremely unlikely. In addition, the system is run with an upper house and a lower house in parliament, and for the Palestinians to take over, so to speak, they would have to change the majority status of 6 cantons from majority Jewish to majority Palestinian, and they also would have to be the majority in the country. For both of these things to happen, while it technically can happen, it is extremely unlikely to happen. By the time it could happen, nobody will give a damn who's in the majority.
So you're saying in a process of reconciliation in between Israelis and Arabs that are living here for a few decades, and then people will basically feel trust.
What will happen is that the federation will make it possible to live together peacefully. and will enable reconciliation. And this will grow on everybody.
A month from now, when we're talking 2 months, 3 months, half a year, 1 year, when you're talking and sharing this video with your family, with your children, your grandchildren, is there any hope that you, as Emanuel Shachaf, can share with them at the beginning of this new year?
Well, I think I should be surprised if something along with what the Federation promises will not be part of a political party that is running in the elections in 24. At least the part which talks about the state of all citizens, not necessarily the Federation, but also the Federation will come up, because I think everybody realizes that there's a total vacuum when it comes to a political solution to the conflict. Two states are, everybody understands that 2 states aren't going to be, at least not in the foreseeable future. There has to be something else. We can't continue the way we're running the show now. And that's one of the possibilities.
Emanuel Shachaf, people that want to be part of the movement of the Federation, want to be in touch with you, with the books, with the lectures, to open their heart for new ideas, how they can approach you?
On Facebook, on Emanuel Shachaf, or the Federation Movement, or Identity, the Quest for Israel's Future. I'm there.
Emanuel Shachaf, I want to thank you very much.
Thank you.